This is the IELTS speaking test. I'm going to ask you some questions regarding part 1. So first question is, can you find food from many different countries where you
Yes,
live?
absolutely. The place where I live is quite cosmopolitan area. So we have numerous restaurants offering different kinds of cuisine from all over the world. For example, Italian, Indian, Middle Eastern food. So absolutely, my city offers worldwide cuisines.
Next question, how often do you eat typical food from other countries?
Well, I make it point that I try to have at least once a week, as my city has so many restaurants offering uh, different type of dishes from foreign countries, and I believe that food is a window into other culture. So we have food at least once a week as a foodie person.
Next question, have you ever tried making food from other countries?
Yes, recently I attempted to cook uh, Italian pasta that was successfully I cooked, and it was very delicious. I offered it one of my friend and he couldn't believe that I really made that food. So as a hobby, I have many hobbies to. So among them, I like cooking. So sometimes I try to make many countries cuisine. So recently, the food I cooked, it was Italian pasta, and it was perfectly
Last question of part 1.
cooked by me.
What food from your country would you recommend to people from other countries?
I would like to offer a food that called biryani, as it is a quite famous and traditional flavorful food in my country. So as aromatic rice and also succulent meat used for it that make that food unique. So I would like to offer the food called biryani. Is a traditional food in my country. If anyone have that food, I think he would definitely love that food to eat.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you question regarding part 2. Describe a law that was introduced in your country and that you thought was very good idea. You should say what the law was, who introduced it, when and why it was introduced, and explain why you thought
The
that law was
law
such a good idea.
recently introduced in my country is the Cyberbullying Act, and it is very good idea from our information minister. It was introduced because there are many individuals, especially the teenager, they were facing so many problems, especially online harassment and as well as cyberbullying attack and spreading misinformation. And it was legislated by our information minister, and after implementing that law, people not only aware about that cyber anti-cyberbullying act, but as well as many victim they got necessary information about that, and also it makes awareness of who were spreading that type of misinformation. They got to know that if they make any type of crime, they will be arrested. So after implementing that law, there are a lot of cyber attacker. They got to know it's dangerous for them to make that type of harassment and bullying.